Hey folks, retired old soldier, 1987 here. Last time we talked about first week or two in basic training. This time we're going to talk about going to the field. My basic training was Fort Bliss, Texas. Our field training exercise was about 60 miles north at White Sands Missile Range, New Mexico. I remember they got us all together at Fort Bliss, loaded us up in these cattle cars, and we drove, or they drove us up to White Sands. They drop us off and they just throw our bags out. We got to grab everything. We start marching, and we're in this soft, nasty sand. Full uniform. This is back with BDUs and black boots and all that stuff. Before the deep lug boots. I think I still had the World War II tire tread boots, and we're marching and marching and marching. And I swear it seemed like we were marching for 1,000 years until we finally got to where we were. And there's this field with this set of GP Tinies over here, and those folks had already been in the field for a week, so they had a week on us, and we had to set up our GP Tinies next to them. They called it Tent City, so we set up they said, all right, go ahead, set up your tents, and we set them all up, and everything looks good, or so we thought. Drill sergeants come out, and they scream at us, they're not dressed, and they tear everything down, tear it apart, and have to do it all again. And by this time it's getting dark and it's nasty. We're putting up these GP Tinies, and we're just, it's basic training. It's what it is. We finally get it right. We finally get to go to sleep for the night. Some of the things I remember about the range is we marched everywhere. I swear not a single range was more or was closer than 3 miles away. We marched to all the ranges, the M16 range, the grenade range, the gas chamber, all of that stuff. We marched everywhere. Even the White Elephant, which is what we call the place where we had dinner. The White Elephant, I swear it was like a quarter of a mile away. It seemed like forever away. I remember the one time we got in so much trouble, and for you soldiers out there, you'll understand what I mean. We got in so much trouble, they made us low crawl, not high crawl, low crawl to the White Elephant for dinner, where, we ate mermites. I didn't know what mermites were. I do now, because after 26 years, you got that stuff figured out. But we low crawled that far. It was just, that felt like the worst day in my whole entire career. Granted, it wasn't, but that's some of the things that stick out in my mind about basic training. If you guys have some stories, by all means, drop some comments down below. Let me know what your stories are. Let me know where you went to basic training. I'd be interested to hear how long your FTX was, because everybody's was a little bit different. It's all a little different. If you like what I'm putting out there, if you like the videos, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think. All right, I'm always open to hear from other old soldiers, sailors, or Marines. Until my next video, have a good one.